Alright everybody, it's that time of the week again.
You can go out on a team.
Get ready for a wild ride because this chapter has so many twists in it, it's insane. So we start this chapter with the old team of Geto Suguru coming to save the day. The next page shows us a flashback of what Yuta and Miguel were doing and where they camped this whole entire time. So Lori, whatever her name is, his name is. Oh shit, that's a male. Anyway, they are trying to push Miguel to take the victory royale since Sukuna is literally one shot. Now Miguel is the real one for saying this. He said that if he had to fight a Godzilla-sized curse or fight Sukuna, he'd pick the curse in a heartbeat. Which I get him. Sukuna, even if he is weakened, still fumbled Maki, Yuji, Tsukabe, Yuta, and the list still continues. However, Miguel says that he will not be joining this fight, since he has to look after his brothers and saying that black people will not just tank everything and be left alive. Lore asks Yuta if he can leave them alone to talk one-on-one. After Yuta leaves, Miguel asks Lore what is he going to do, and Lore replies with, "I just wanted to make Suguru the king, same as you." Now remember, they are talking about Suguru Geto, not Kenjaku taking over Suguru's body. Miguel says that he followed along because Geto was there, and by babysitting Okotsu, he paid his dues for being left off the hook at Shinjuku. Having an emotional moment yet again, Lore starts naming everyone like he wants some revenge type shit. Miguel doesn't understand what Lore is yapping about and asks if he is saying that they should get revenge for what happened in Shibuya or they should get Geto's body back from Kenjaku. Then Broje says no, it's about us being respectful to them. Then continue with the same way people would usually visit a grave, share a meal, then wave goodbye. We'll blast a requiem to the heavens by giving our all in this fight. And damn, that shit hits hard. Miguel finally agrees upon the condition that he doesn't die to a Sukuna with full power, but camp till Gojo and Yuta have lost and Sukuna's domain isn't available. Done with the emotional time, let's get back to the fight. Team Geto observes that Gojo left them a gift before passing away. Analyzing Sukuna's whole body, they realize Sukuna has a weakened RCT, he's missing his lower left arm, and the lower right isn't suitable for battle anymore. But the most important thing Gojo left them with is a damaged heart. Lore says that they left the most delicious part and Sukuna loses it. Just look at those eyes, that's the most devious light skin stare I have ever seen. As you can see, Sukuna is clearly pissed off and destroyed this building. The fight finally starts between Lore and Sukuna, and Lore launches a palm attack, launching Sukuna so high. I guess bro's technique is literally high five. Then Sukuna slashes his arm, and finally Miguel comes into the battle, making it a 2v1. What? I thought he was fighting Sukuna, but I guess Miguel has other plans. Bro let his intrusive thoughts win. Never mind, bro just dodged a kick from Sukuna while breakdancing. Bro is a god. Apparently that attack wasn't for the breakdancing god, but for Lore. The technique isn't called high five like I wanted to, it's called hard catch. Hard catch can grip the technique's target, and even if it's destroyed, the illusionary hand can be reinitialized an indefinite amount of times, with only 1/10 of the damage being transferred back to Lore's own body. Sukuna finally thought of a comeback, saying Lore's technique is nothing, he is waiting for Miguel's technique. Miguel's technique is Hakuna Matata, no, Hakuna Lana. The beat made by his body expels curses and enhances his own physical capabilities. That's why he was breakdancing. Next page is Gojo somewhat roasting Miguel's technique, saying it's useful but it's not exactly scary. Then Miguel asks how can Gojo know his curse technique, and Gojo says that he knows that but just looking at him. Mostly what's scary about Miguel is his build. Gojo says that 99 of all sorcerers are Japanese. Add a curse technique energy buff to these guys' physiques and muscle mass, which are crazy rare in Japan, and the result is pretty menacing. Then Miguel pulls out the racist card and says, "You're painting quite the brush. That's racist, you know. I'm not special because I'm black, I'm special because I'm me." And not even gonna lie, you're not special at all, Miguel. Gojo apologizes not to get cancelled, and Yuta asks, when he said frightening, does that apply to him as well? And Gojo replies with, "I'm not sure if this will make sense, but if Miguel and I were to fight bare knuckle with only cursed energy enhancement and no techniques, then Gojo would win the marathon, but Miguel the sprint." Cut back to Miguel, raising and confusing Sukuna, managing to land a blow on his damaged heart. Sukuna sees that someone else is there, and Choso appears out of nowhere. And bro fumbles so bad. Sukuna counterattacks, but out of nowhere, Yuji motherfucking Itadori comes and makes Sukuna give him head. Pause. Sukuna is not even impressed and says, "Oh, you're still around?" Bro doesn't even wanna acknowledge him. They on some family issues. The next page tells us in order to activate the broad targeted world severing dismantle, the same hand sign used for Malevolent Shrine and Matten was required. However, having only one arm remaining prior to his transformation, Sukuna was forced to impose a binding vow to the activation conditions for all preceding uses of the move in order to cut Gojo Satoru. Presently, on top of both the and Matten hand sign and the enchants being required, the trajectory of the technique must be specified via his palm. Then Sukuna loses yet another arm via Maki, who came just like Yuji, unexpected. Yuji is happy finally. He can complete the hand sign with only his right arms, and his reverse technique isn't functional. Now, remember who created this manga. JJK ain't letting that slide anytime soon. We get a panel with Yuji finally happy, and then Sukuna with the black flash on lore. I'm pretty sure bro got one-shotted. Now the next page gives me the most disappointment of them all. When I read it, I wanted to cry. Literally. JJK ain't letting nothing good in this world. He said that Gojo Satoru will restore his lost reverse technique output by landing a second Black Flash. Meaning Sukuna finally has his RCT back. And this panel proves everything. Okay, so my thoughts about this chapter is pure agony. It's filled with plot twists and making me hate JJK even more. Nobody can be happy, and something tells me that Sukuna has more aces up his ass. I think next chapter Sukuna will start to regenerate finally, but since there is so much talking about or with Gojo in this chapter, it might hint towards him coming back. Who knows? In conclusion, Sukuna Kaisen continues and Megumi stays depressed.